Welcome to the first matchup of the NBA Cup. There is a lot of excitement in this building tonight. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, on the sidelines as well. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And it feels early to be already missing players from the lineup, but how these teams respond will impact the outcome of this game.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Harris steps in at the 4 with Duren at the center spot. Cade Cunningham out there with Caris LeVert. And it's Thompson in at the 3. And for Brooklyn, guard spots filled by Demon and Thomas. Porter and Clowney up in the forward spots. And it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Well, for both teams, it's game 1 of the NBA Cup. A chance to start strong in this group stage.
Remember, the group stage is just 4 games, so every game is huge. I expect both teams to come out with a little extra effort. It just means more than your average regular season contest.
Now, here's Cunningham. Boy, he was something else against Utah. Here's Demon. Pass to Claxton. A crossover, and Thompson sends it back. Now, here's LeVert. Here is Cunningham. To the paint, 6 on the shot clock, and it's Thompson with the jam.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
About a minute played so far here in the first. Pass to Thomas. Claxton sets the screen for Thomas. Sinks the triple.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
And here are the Pistons, and this is their first time matched up with Brooklyn this year.
And even though they were the better team overall, they actually lost the season series against this club a year ago.
Now, here's Cunningham, and Duren slams it in.
And I love seeing the bigs like Duren get rewarded after they've set a screen.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Pass to Claxton. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Thomas against LeVert. Thomas inside. You know, Greg, talking about Cam Thomas now, what are some things you'd like to see him improve on?
Well, I'd say defense first and foremost. If he's able to improve there, as well as his passing and playmaking, watch out. He's already an incredible scorer.
And the first one at the line is good. And in a little over a decade, the Nets, GA, having to rebuild from the ashes of 2 super team iterations.
The short time span between shows how quickly they can turn things around. And with a treasure trove of picks in the coming years, they look to climb that mountain once again.
And both free throws good for Thomas. All right, Legs, follow me here. You look at the rise of teams like Detroit, there's a lot to be said for having young legs.
Well played, Kevin, well played. And look, today's game exacts a physical toll. And if you think of it, that's especially true when you're playing a team like the Pistons. They play fast and they hit hard.
You know, Greg, after struggling with injuries to start his NBA career, Cade Cunningham is figuring it out.
And the former #1 overall pick in 21, last season his first All-Star appearance, and he's only getting started.
That's good from Cunningham. You know, Tim, one thing you hear about Cade Cunningham is his leadership skills.
Yeah, Kevin, he is very mature and unselfish. While this team definitely revolves around his play, he doesn't make it all about himself, and that is the difference.
Now here's Thomas. Against Indiana, he was really on his game. Stolen by LeVert. And here we go, the Pistons fast break and a wide open look for Cunningham. From outside, off the mark. Brooklyn trailing. On the wing, Porter. He's covered by Thompson. Pass to Clowney. Here's Demon. It's Porter outside, and the Nets miss again. And so LeVert will bring it up for the Pistons. Harris. That's good, and it's LeVert with the assist.
Yeah, finding a way. That's what Harris does.
Brooklyn with the ball. Here's Demon. Last game he had 10 points. Outside, Porter launches it. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Harris. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Harris has got his second basket of the game.
Well, that's nice. Asserting himself inside. Harris taking it right to the defense.
Nets trail by 3. Here's Demon. Still without a basket. To the inside. A slam dunk by Thomas.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. We felt it. Even over here, we felt it. The Pistons have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Cunningham passes to Duren. Now Harris. Cunningham left side. 6 to shoot. And the layup is good. Cunningham's got 5.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
And the Nets with possession here. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Thomas. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Yeah, Thomas can spread his selection out on the floor, which keeps the defense guessing.
Cunningham inside. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The Nets have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Inside. The kick out to Porter. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Thomas feeling it out a bit. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 11.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Looking at the last game for the Brooklyn Nets, it was a win against the Pacers in Indianapolis. There's the lob for Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
And look at Harris just going for it up high for that alley-oop.
Nets trail by 3. And so Jordy Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
a moment now to look at the numbers for Porter. Good season for him last year. Last season, he averaged 18 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he does a great job of just attacking the glass, really determined to track it down.
Well, he understands his role. He's one of their enforcers, but he also helps them win the battle of possessions.
Claxton with it. Nothing on the board. Here's Demon. Here's Thomas. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Oh, inside, Cam Thomas really relies on his agility and touch to get it done.
And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
I was able to talk with Jordy Fernandez for a minute. Much of our discussion centered around Cade Cunningham. He said that's their catalyst. They look to him to control the pace, to read the defense, and to make the right basketball play, which he usually does. He is very tough to neutralize. Back to you, Kevin.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Here's Demon. Outside, Porter. It's Thomas on the wing. Rebound, Detroit. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Yeah, and in that one, they were aggressive, but also efficient. The exact balance you're looking to achieve.
It really showed you how together they were as a team, playing for one another.
Here's Demon. Pass to Thomas. 5 to shoot. To the middle. And Claxton throws it down.
And during his time in the league, the assist numbers have steadily improved for Thomas.
And here's Thompson. And here is Duren. Back to Thompson. Cunningham outside. Clock at 6. Over Demon. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
His efficiency throughout this game has really been something, and his team has been able to succeed in large part because of it.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Pistons.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Well, that's true, and they've also been going right at the rim, which I love. Attack, attack, attack.
This season just getting going still. How quickly, Greg, can teams gel together and become one?
It really depends on the makeup of your team. How many new guys are on the roster? The style of play. Do the new additions have any previous chemistry with some of your players?
Now here's Thomas. He's got 13. Pulls it up. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Cunningham against Thomas. Thompson, a screen on Thomas. To the paint. And Thompson throws it down.
And one of the big reasons Cunningham went first overall in the draft, his playmaking at 6'6" is really valuable.
Thompson dishes to Harris. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Timeout. And now a 6-point Detroit lead.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And so Jordy Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
Let's go, everyone. I needed to get loud in here for your Brooklyn.
The Nets making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Robinson's checked in for the Pistons. Marcus Sasser comes in for Caris LeVert. Nets trail by 6. And this young Pistons team, GA, you and I love them, building around toughness.
Yeah, offensively, attacking the paint, defensively, where they are engaged. And they'll send you to the foul line quite a bit, but it's a product of that hard-nosed style.
Here's Sasser. After the basket by Brooklyn. Pass to Duren. Now, here's Cunningham. And he slams it down right on top of Michael Porter.
Well, he keeps that ball on a string. Cunningham can make you go any way he wants.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Enzo Thomas will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
They were so precise with their execution. They didn't make many mistakes on either end, and that took the crowd out of the game.
Pistons leading by 4. Cunningham outside. Over in the corner, Sasser. Duren with a screen on Thomas. The 11-footer. Second shot opportunity. Duren, no good.
He was bothered just enough to miss that shot. That's good work by the defense.
Here's Williams, and it's Williams with the jam.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint. Now, Sasser. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Utah. Pass to Harris. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
A moment to check out Cade Cunningham here. Great showing for him last season. And, of course, he was among the best in the league when it came to putting the ball in the basket. Top 10 in scoring.
And as you said, dishing out dimes at a top 5 pace. He was in total command of the offense last season. Look for more good things to come. Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Reedy's checked in for Duren. And it's Howland in for Tobias Harris. Outside Williams. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Traore. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, you came to the right place.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
One shot.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. You know, Greg, you could argue the Nets kind of overachieved last season under first-year head coach Jordy Fernandez.
Yeah, only the 6th worst record last season. The defense was halfway decent, but they understand some patience is required in a rebuild.
Brooklyn's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Here's Man, covered by Cunningham. Williams against Robinson. Man passes to Wilson. Just 4 to shoot. There's a good screen. Here's Traore. Rebound, Detroit. Robinson kicks to Cunningham. 50 seconds left here in the first quarter. A 15-footer, and it comes off the front of the rim.
He got the space he wanted for his mid-range. He just wasn't able to convert.
Here's Here's Duren. He's covered by Sasser. Stolen by Robinson. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. Here's Holland. Makes it off the glass. And the Pistons lead by 3. And here are the Nets. Here's Duren. Tries it from 19. And it's in. Oh, wow. He nails the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
That's just a great play on his part with the clock winding down.
Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. The Pistons on top, up by 1. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what stands out to you from the Pistons so far in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And that's where their advantage is. Throw the ball inside, make it difficult for the defense to make some decisions.
On the floor for Detroit, Holland is out there with Paul Reed. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Marcus Sasser. And it's Green in at the 3 spot.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And Greg, you were a point guard. How has that position evolved over the years?
Well, if you think of how much more of the court that has to be covered and the style, you have to score more now to play the position. I think shooting becomes incredibly important. And then defensively, with all the switching, you got to be able to hold up against size and play all over the floor.
And, well, Detroit shooting has been sensational, 75% for the game. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, those who've worked with Nets coach Jordy Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough, so you try to build it." Back to you.
Thank you, Allie. Now, here's Sharp. Over Reed, and it's Sharp missing. Bounce pass Robinson. And that one is hammered home.
Well, for what he lacks in height, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Outside Wilson. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Well, defensively, you can't allow that in a game this close.
And so it's Detroit with the ball. After the basket by Brooklyn. Reed against Sharp. Pass to Sasser. 6 to shoot. It's tipped. Now here's Williams. He's tightly guarded. In the corner, it's Martin. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Martin's got the lead up to 3 now for Brooklyn.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Sasser with it. No scoring in this one. Robinson a screen on Martin. Sasser with it. He's against Martin. Shot clock at 5. Here's Reed, and they pick up 2.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Outside, Martin. Pass to Williams. Here's Sharp. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Brooklyn.
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just hitting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
Well, that's true, and they've also been going right at the rim, which I love. Attack, attack, attack. And now here in the second quarter, he's getting to the line. I like the aggressiveness.
Pistons trail by 4. Cunningham passes to Reed. Cunningham kicks to Robinson. Back to Cunningham. Stripped it away. Here's Demon. Covered by Cunningham. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket. And it's Cunningham with the ball for Detroit. Pass to LeVert. Back to Cunningham. Pistons passing it around. Robinson for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham.
Timeout.
Cunningham's got 6 assists here tonight. And so, Jordy Fernandez decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
Take a quick look at some stats for Thompson. Last season's performance for him. Averaged 10 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, with some guys, we always talk about potential. What I like about him, he comes to work every night and actually produces.
Here's Mann, still without a basket. Sharp with a screen on LeVert. Pass to Sharp. It's tipped. Reed with the steal. And here's Cunningham. That's tipped. Thompson dishes to Cunningham. Count it. Good. Cunningham's got 16.
And playing with great control, Cunningham is dictating the pace, getting to his spots, and taking it to the defense.
Now here's Porter. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Indiana. Here's Demon. And it's Reed pulling it down. For Detroit, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Nic Claxton's checked in for the Nets. And Detroit with a change here too. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Robinson. Reed no good on the free throw. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. And Tim, the improvement for the Detroit Pistons keyed by acquiring veteran floor spacers. You must like that aspect, am I right?
Yeah, I love that, Kevin. The fact that they have a star offensive player and they went out and added guys that can create more space for their best player and also can become a great defensive team.
Tim, these days, things are changing for modern NBA big men.
Well, there is no doubt when I played, every team had 4 or 5 legitimate post players, and the ball went in to the low post regularly throughout the game. I think now the difference is you have to have versatility in your game. Teams are looking for bigs that can shoot it, handle it, and facilitate.
Valuable pieces for sure. No good on that one. Robinson's checked in for Detroit. And he's good on the second. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Demon. Pass to Claxton. Outside Porter. Man in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Drills it from outside. Ronnie's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Detroit Pistons. Now LeVert to the inside. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. Well, while we have a second, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a list of the league's top shooters from last season. Jalen Duren is second.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
Asar Thompson, he's checked in for Reed. Here's Cunningham, plenty of space. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Pass to Porter. And finished off by Porter.
He is so quick off the ground. Porter just gives the defense very little time to react.
Here's Cunningham. 18 points for him. Now here's LeVert. Cunningham looking it over. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Pistons. On Sunday, they'll be taking on Tyrese Maxey and the Philadelphia 76ers. And then on Monday, they'll head back home to host the Washington Wizards.
And that matchup against the Sixers, that's a contest that I'm keeping an eye on. Early on, you love to see games like that one, which should be full of interesting matchups.
Pass to Clowney. Here's Demon. Covered by Cunningham. Oh, Porter in position. Shot clock at 6. Man in the corner. Shoots over LeVert. Rebound by the Pistons. Duren's got his 5th rebound in this one. Now here's LeVert. Not a lot of room. No good on the shot. Now Man. Still scoreless. And Claxton throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Now here's Cunningham. 18 points for him. That one falls. Cunningham's got 6 in the quarter. Here's Demon. Pass to Man. Here's Demon. And here's Porter from deep. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham. Here's Robinson. A slam dunk by Robinson. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Brooklyn's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Back to man. Claxton a screen on LeVert. Here's man, stolen by Thompson. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Right side Robinson, three-pointer. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 4th assist in this one. Nets trail by 4. Well, this league has some of the world's best athletes. But Asar Thompson, like his brother Amen, Tim, they're on another level.
Yeah, this guy has a top-tier burst and relentlessness to make things happen. He's already a stopper at the defensive end.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
Let's see those moves. Come on. Oh, yeah, that's what I see.
Thomas checked in for the Nets. Tobias Harris is checked in for Detroit.
Substitutions on the court.
And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Pistons. Pass to LeVert. Thompson in the corner. Back to LeVert. Now here is Harris. The Pistons working the ball around now. Just 5 to shoot. Cunningham passes to Duren. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Well, that is grown man strength right there. Duren finishing through contact.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. On the free throw, no good. So, Tim, and I can see it in my mind's eye, you won that three-point contest back in '96. What's the key to success in that event in particular?
Oh, yeah, what a great night. And I think, Kevin, there's a few things. First, I just think you've got to have a short, compact release, because then you're not going to rush at the end to make sure you get all 25 balls up. But I also think part of it, for me, I got to shoot first after the warm-up introductions because I was still loose. I didn't have to sit there for 20 or 30 minutes during commercial breaks. I think that helped me win the title that night.
A little strategy. Now, here's Cunningham. 20 points for him. And the three ball is good. Cunningham's got the lead up to 6 now for the Pistons.
Really efficient from the perimeter. He is finding those shots, and he is making them.
Pass to Claxton. Here's Clowney, guarded by Harris. Here's Clowney. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Indiana.
And don't let his defensive work get passed over. With all his steals, he was just as valuable on D as he was at the other end.
Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
And the rejection by Claxton. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, thanks a lot, guys. Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 prospect in his high school class, and he said, growing up, basketball was easy for me. It was like, say, going up an elevator. But after my injuries, it's like climbing the stairs. It's like I'm walking in my purpose through this, more than if everything had just been smooth. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. And so it's Detroit with the ball. Following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. Duren adds in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Nets trail by 5. 1:24 left in the first half. And Thomas now, top of the key. Down low, here's Clowney. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And how about the recognition by Thomas there, trying to keep others involved.
1:05 left in the first half of basketball. Cunningham outside. Harris right side. Pass to Duren. Thomas against Cunningham. Here's Demon. 35 seconds left to play here in the half. Detroit leading by 3. And Thompson throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. 26 seconds left in the first half of the game. Levert against Thomas. Pass to Demon. Claxton a screen on Cunningham. Outside for Thomas. Shot clock at 5. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Brooklyn shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Shoot 2.
And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Thomas.
And one of the responsibilities with being a great player is making free throws.
Fires from way outside. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Cade Cunningham making things happen for the Detroit Pistons. After a fantastic quarter, he's sitting on a double-double. And there's nowhere to go but up for him. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Welcome, everybody. And as we start to work our way through the season, a sneak peek at the Rookie of the Year race.
Yeah, these guys are already playing great. I like their futures, brighter than our shiny heads under these lights.
Ah, yes, to be follically challenged. Most rookies don't know about that yet. Shifting focus, how about this tight game the Detroit Pistons find themselves in?
Yeah, they're attacking the paint and forcing the issue.
Yeah, those boys are nasty and physical. A couple of times, I thought the defender was going in the rim with the ball.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Cade Cunningham in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
For most guys, that's a night's work. It shows you how dominant he's been to this point.
And the Nets with possession here. Thomas on the wing. He's joined by Porter. Then there's Demon. Then there's Nic Claxton. And it's Clowney in at the 4. And that's the group for Jordy Fernandez as we begin the second half.
And now let's take a look at the stats for Thomas. Last year, getting it done. Last season, put up about 24 points per, 3 assists and 3 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively, and he has provided points pretty much every time they've needed him.
That free throw good from Thomas.
And Thomas has that reputation of being a little shot happy, but the fact is Cam is a pure scorer. He's got a strong handle, he's shifty, and he has a knack for hitting tough shots.
He's off on the second. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Pistons. The lead is 2. And here's Cunningham. Inside. Here's Duren. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. 8 points here for Jalen Duren. Brooklyn's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Jalen Duren has certainly forced him in this NBA. He's a nightly double-double.
Well, he looks like a bouncer at a nightclub, but you forget how young this guy is. If he keeps improving like this, Kevin, he has a chance to be one of the premier bigs in this league.
I was going to say the same thing about you, but I'll call you a Greek god as opposed to a bouncer in a bar. How's that?
I much prefer the Greek god description. That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Detroit's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Pass to Harris. To the middle. Out to Thompson. The Pistons working the ball around now. 5 to shoot. 3-pointer, LeVert. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Now Claxton. Pass to Demon for the lead. That shot no good. Cunningham with some nice D. Now LeVert. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Here's Cunningham. Count the basket and the foul. It goes on Igor Demon.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
You know, Tim, regardless of where he's played, Caris LeVert has always found a role.
Well, there's a lot to like, Kevin. He can defend as well as create offensively, and that means he's going to be in your rotation. And we're seeing Cunningham turn himself into a leader. This is why he went first overall back in 2021.
And so Jordy Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
It's time to get excited and get loud. Here they are. Here we the zone, team.
And now it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago. The Pistons second.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Outside Thomas. Pass to Demon. There's Porter with the three. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Detroit leading by 5. Thomas with the steal. Here's Demon. He's got 5. Over in the corner, Claxton. Pass to Clowney. 6 to shoot. To the inside. Claxton with the bucket. Claxton's got 8 points.
What a heads-up pass to know that his teammate was going to be available down in the paint.
LeVert the pass to Duren. Pass to Harris. And Duren slams it in.
Good luck dealing with Duren on the offensive glass. That's just an outstanding job staying with the play.
Nets trail by 5. Here's Demon. Outside Porter from downtown. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. LeVert against Thomas. Left side Harris lets it go from deep. A rebound by the Nets. Claxton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Down low. Here's Clowney. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Cade Cunningham. For Brooklyn, they had made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
First one falls for him. So he gets them both.
And having a big man like him who's efficient from the line used to be a luxury, but it's becoming more and more common.
They swipe it. Here's Demon. LeVert defending. And Claxton throws it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And then the thunderous dunk, adding insult to injury.
Here's Cunningham after the basket by Brooklyn. Pass to LeVert. Now here's Duren. Claxton covering. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Thomas, it's a wide open look. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
LeVert finds Harris. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Harris has got 10 points.
And it does a world of good for them to have Harris getting busy inside. Gives them that inside-out edge they're looking for.
Here's Claxton. He's got 10. Pass to Thomas. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
Well, Thomas is capable of creating his own shot, a valuable skill that makes him very difficult to guard.
And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. It's a 1-point game. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
Please give a big round of applause for your next U10 team.
And let's take a look now at LeVert's numbers. How he performed last season. Put up about 12 points a game, 3 assists and 3 rebounds. And he can play some valuable minutes on the wing for this team.
Coaches love that guy who can provide instant offense off the bench. What a huge asset.
Harris looking it over. Thomas against LeVert. Pass to Duren. And here's Thompson. Sweet move. And it's good on the way in. Thompson's got 10 points.
The speed makes Thompson such a threat with the ball in his hands.
Here's Demon. He's got 5. Now Claxton, defended by Duren. And a wide open look for Porter. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Pistons leading by 3. Cunningham kicks to Thompson. Back to Cunningham. Pass to Duren. LeVert in the corner. There's the 3. Thomas grabs the rebound. The Nets have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the 3rd. Here's Clowney, defended by Duren. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Claxton with it. He's picked up by LeVert. Porter, no luck.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Duren sets the screen for Cunningham. Good on the 3-point shot. Now it's a 6-point Piston lead.
And you see that one motion shot. Cunningham very consistent from distance.
Porter against Thompson. Here's Demin. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. 8 points for him.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a three, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
LeVert the pass to Duren. Cunningham outside. The rebound by Demin. Nets trail by 3. Here's Clowney. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Thompson right side. Pass to LeVert. Harris with it. He's got 10. 6 on the shot clock. Releases from 15. Shots good by Duren. Duren's got 12 in the game.
And I love it. Duren there extending his range. Not necessarily beyond the arc, but a few steps outside the paint.
The Nets have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. A defensive tone setter, that's Asar Thompson. He shadows his man with relentless determination, but his game right before his, Tim, don't you think, is expanding in every way?
Oh, he's got immeasurable impact defensively, blocks, steals, deflections, always a disruptor. He's still a little bit foul prone, but I think as he starts to get a reputation in this league as an elite defender, he is going to be scary.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Mann's checked in for Porter. Robinson's checked in for the Pistons. Three on the clock. The high post shot, and that's good. For 2. Thomas got 5 points in the quarter.
That's just a bailout shot by Thomas. He enjoys breaking the defensive spirit.
Harris, right side. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Aaron Sharp, he's checked in for Nic Claxton. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Reed's checked in. Here's Demin. LeVert defending. Pass to Sharp. Here's Clowney. Sharp with a screen on Robinson. That ties the game. Thomas got 29.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Thompson outside. Now here is Harris. And here is Robinson. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Robinson's got 11 points.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
And within the bigger picture of the game, you have these individual matchups.
Now, here's Thomas. He has 29.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Harris outside. Outside Robinson. Now Reed. He has 5. LeVert from outside. The rebound by Sharp. Nets trail by 3. Here's Mann, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. And so LeVert will bring it up for the Pistons. Thompson outside. On the wing, Harris. He's got 10. A floater. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
Well, there aren't too many wings with that kind of touch. Harris that time showing you the floater.
It's a close game here in Brooklyn. Here's Demon. LeVert defending. Demon, that's good.
We've all fallen in love with the three-point shot, but that is how the game was designed to be played. Down low, get close, open looks.
59 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to LeVert. Got a piece of it. Here's Thomas. Goes up, and then Thomas with the dunk.
And for a guy that puts up a lot of tough shots, Thomas will gladly take the easy ones.
There's 47 seconds left to play in the third. LeVert kicks to Robinson. Right at the free throw line. And it's LeVert missing.
Really tough quarter for him shooting the basketball.
How about this run crank they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Yeah, there's really been an uptick in intensity. Just look at the way these guys are battling on the glass and for loose balls.
And the Pistons with possession here. After the basket by Brooklyn, Harris kicks to Robinson. His three-pointers off the mark. Out in his own on the break. Here's LeVert. Finishes the break with a slam.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Nets lead by 1. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, coaches love unselfishness, and this is exactly what they're referring to.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And Detroit looking at who they've got. They've got Marcus Sasser. Holland is out there with Robinson. Then it's Cunningham, and it's Reed in at the 5 spot. Now, here's Cunningham. Clock at 4. Shoots over man. Another shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. And guys, here in the 4th quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
It's Martin on the wing. He's covered by Sasser. Here's Porter. Banked in off the glass. And the Nets lead by 1.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Detroit's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Now, here's Cunningham. Defended by man. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Paul Reed. That's foul number 2 for him. Nets shooting indicative of smooth offensive play. Up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor. Outside, Martin. Sharp sets the pick for Martin. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Here's Sasser. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th quarter. Now, here's Cunningham. Outside Robinson, over Williams. It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Robinson.
Yeah, Cade is in command of this offense. He knows exactly where his guys are and when to get them the ball.
Left side, Martin. A shot missing. Some solid defense from Reed.
Well, the combination of size and skill make Cunningham tough to defend.
Quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Nets.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
Well, they have really taken advantage of the mid-range area of the floor. It's been open for them all night.
First free throw is good.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham, a talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Claxton's checked in. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Duren, he's checked in for Reed. And so Cunningham nails both of them. Here's Martin. On the wing, Porter. Here's Claxton. Back to Porter. Shoots from the high post. Detroit with the rebound.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
This is what the fans came to see. A lot of great plays going back and forth.
Now here's Porter. Back to Martin. Pass to Mann. Over Cunningham. Mann can't hit.
Well, the defense was daring him to take that shot, and it paid off.
Martin against Cunningham. Duren down low. Claxton covering. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. A chance now for a three-point play. It's on Nic Claxton. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Pistons.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
And they have left the defense scrambling because they have found success in the paint, which has allowed them to play inside out.
That's good from Duren.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Now here is Martin. He's covered by Sasser. Up top, Claxton. Pass to Porter. Shoots over Holland. That one's good, and the Piston lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Porter.
A pure shooter who's also efficient. Porter nearly automatic from mid-range.
Here's Sasser. Duren with a screen on Martin. Here's Sasser. The baseline J off the mark.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Mann with it. To the paint, deflects the pass. Porter dishes to Martin. Now, Mann, and the shot goes down. The Pistons have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team.
Let's hear it. Make some noise for Team White.
changes for Brooklyn. And he's checked in. And it's Cameron Thomas in for Terrence Mann. And then for Detroit, Harris is checked in for Holland. Thompson comes in for Robinson. And it's LeVert in for Marcus Sasser. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hey team, I was able to catch the message that JB Bickerstaff was giving to his team. He told the team he has complete faith in them, saying, we're right there, now we just got to make that push and really take hold of the game. We can do that. To me, it looked like his players are on the same page with him. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks. Thompson. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Outside Thomas. To the middle. It's blocked.
Yeah, going straight up with those long arms. Duren flat out, a brick wall around the rim.
Cunningham's shot is off.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Thomas, no luck. Pistons leading by 4. And here's Cunningham. LeVert kicks to Cunningham. Duren against Thomas. Takes the turnaround J. Duren the pass to Thompson. Over Porter. Thompson misses. The Nets have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th. 4 of 9. Outside Thomas. Over Thompson. Off the left rim and out. For Detroit, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. LeVert the pass to Thompson. Out to Harris. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Thompson, a screen on Porter. 11 feet away. A nice shot by LeVert. LeVert's got the lead up to 6 now for the Pistons.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here's Demon. Outside Porter, over Thompson. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Now the Pistons with it. They're on a 13-4 run. Duren trying to break free. A nice shot by LeVert. And it's an 8-point Piston lead.
And after being shut out in the first half, he is starting to come to life.
And for Brooklyn, their shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Here's Demon, covered by Cunningham. Here's Thomas. And he drops it in from the low post. And that's now 35 points for Cameron Thomas. Here's Cunningham. Out to Thompson. To the inside. Here's Harris. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And defensively, that's what you want to avoid. You don't want to foul Harris because he's a great free throw shooter.
At the line for the Pistons, Harris, shooting 1.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
That's good from Harris.
And you know what you've got to respect about a guy like Harris? He has been in a lot of different uniforms over the course of his career, but he's been productive everywhere he's been.
Now, here's Thomas. Claxton a screen on LeVert. Thomas passes to Claxton. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. Here's LeVert. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Pistons lead by 11.
Due to that aggressive style of play on the offensive end, LeVert is kind of just used to contact at this point.
Here's Demon. Jacks up a three. Thompson with the rebound.
Yeah, it's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Here's Demon. Here's Claxton. Now Thomas. And that time also a missed shot. Cunningham outside. 16 feet away. The shot misses. Nets trail by 13. He takes it in, and that one is good. Now here's LeVert.
I love how tenacious LeVert is. Fantastic job of just knifing inside and forcing the D to react.
For the Pistons, that was LeVert. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. And he makes the first, but misses the second. Nets trail by 12. On the wing, Porter. LeVert defending. Thomas inside. Target on Thompson.
And such a strong guard. Thomas is tough to handle around the rim.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now.
2 shots. Timeout Portland.
Anyone want to see Dirk? Say what? I said anyone want to see Dirk? Oh yeah, I see you. Let's go. The most passionate fans in the land. Let's go. It's t-shirt time. Who wants a t-shirt right about now? That's right, man. And take the make some noise. Put your hands in the air. Let me see you.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Thomas. Pistons leading by 10. Cunningham with it. Into the lane. Oh, good on the way up. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter. Thomas. And that one is good.
Well, if you didn't know before, this game is further proof that Thomas has a deep bag offensively.
13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Now Cunningham. Thompson outside. And here's LeVert. Cunningham. He's off from three.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
Thomas against LeVert. Now Claxton. A huge two-handed slam.
Get out of his way.
No way the D was going to slow him down. Detroit's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Cunningham with it. Picked up by Claxton. It's the 13-footer. Claxton with the rebound.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And with each miss, you can feel him pressing just a little bit more.
Now here's Thomas. Here's Denon. Mark at 6. Let's lose a three. Duren pulls it down. And an intentional foul right there.
Shooting for Detroit. Cade Cunningham. 1 push-up.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
How about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Now here's LeVert, and he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul. At the line for the Pistons. Carlos LeVert. Shooting 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. And it's desperation time now.
Doesn't matter if it's a 2 or a 3. They need the quickest shot possible.
Now the Pistons with it. And so it's Detroit with the W. And tonight, not just a regular season win, it also counts in the NBA Cup standings.
And if you look at the teams that advance in the Cup, you normally have to win this first game, so they're off to a strong start.
And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
Tobias, congratulations on the win. Do you sense this team is building good chemistry?
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing is us continuing to find our identity. And what we are learning is we're a great team once we get stops. And once we're able to run, get out of transition, we just continue to find each other's similarities and our personalities as we play together.
Guys, as the year goes on, they continue to get closer.
Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, Cade Cunningham.